There was a murder that took place and that was very real. The radicalization truth is real. The blood of Kanhaiya Lal stained the roads of Udaipur and that was real. But a film on the reality is now being blocked. The release of the movie based on Kanhaiya Lal's gruesome murder has been stayed by the Delhi High Court. Those who champion the cause of freedom of speech are saying that this film cannot be shown. Why? Because it's too real. So the Delhi High Court has stayed the release of the Udaipur Files and has directed the petitioners to approach the centre under Section 6 of the Cinematography Act. So the stay on the film will now continue until the centre decides on the film's contents. The film was scheduled for release today and yesterday the Delhi High Court put a stay on it. The court was shown the trailer, after which there were arguments made in the court, and it was Kapil Sibal who was representing the Jamiyat. He made a slew of arguments. We're going to break them down graphically. He said that he was appalled after watching the movie. He also said that what he saw is absolutely horrific, and this is something he said with regards to this very film. He says that this is a film that targets one community. It is not art, and that it is cinematic vandalism. He also put forth another argument when he said that this is a film which aims to just vilify one community. He says it is vicious, it is full of hate, and also argued that this portrays the minority community as ills of the society. Then in a further argument, he went on to say that the movie shows visceral hate and nothing else. The objective of the film is to demonize the Muslim community. He also said that the film is highly provocative in nature. So these were the arguments that were made in court. But there are the filmmakers who are also putting out their contentions with regards to the film. But listen into the reactions that are coming in.
उन्होंने कुछ 3 दिन का हम लोगों को टाइम दिया है कि हम अपनी पिटिशन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को देंगे और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को कुछ वक्त दिया है कि वो उसको डिसाइड करेंगे और तब तक के लिए कल की स्क्रीनिंग को उन्होंने स्टे कर दिया है.
So there is a stay on the release of the film for now. The onus has been put on the centre to decide on the contents of the film. The petitioners approached the Delhi High Court. The trailer was shown. The arguments were made by Kapil Sibal for Jamiyat. But there's a twist. The film had already cleared CBFC after 55 cuts. The makers removed references of Deoband, of Gyanvapi, and that wasn't enough for those who are opposing the film. The filmmakers are now pointing to the hypocrisy of the ecosystem. Listen to what the filmmakers are saying today.
उम्मीद तो हमें हाईकोर्ट से भी थी कि वो कन्हैया लाल जी के परिवार को और उन पर बनने वाली फिल्म को ही सुनेगी, क्योंकि मदरसे का काम तो सेंसर सर्टिफिकेट देना है नहीं, हमारी तो कोई गलती है नहीं. हमने तो फिल्म की रिलीज की घोषणा सेंसर सर्टिफिकेट के बाद ही की है, अपने मन से तो हमने कहा नहीं. और एक प्रोड्यूसर होता है, उसका पूरा देश में दुनिया में रिलीज थी 11 तारीख को, लाखों लोग टिकट भी खरीद चुके हैं. तो लाखों लोग जिन्होंने टिकट खरीद लिया और जो हजारों सिनेमाघरों पे फिल्म रिलीज होनी थी और जो सैकड़ों लोग क्रू हैं जो जुड़े हुए हैं इस फिल्म से, एक्टर से लेके प्रोड्यूसर टीम में, और तमाम लोग जो है करोड़ों रुपए खर्चा होता है, वो उन्होंने देखा ही नहीं किसी की तरफ.
So now time has been granted. For now, there is a stay on the release of the film. The Bharatiya Janata Party is weighing in. It is asking, its leaders are asking, what is this ecosystem so scared of? Why is a film based on a true story being shut down? Why is there such a denial on the truth about radicalization? Can the fact be denied that Kanhaiya Lal, the tailor, was beheaded by Islamists? Then it goes on to say the video of the killers celebrated his murder. That is a very fact. Now listen to how Kanhaiya Lal's son is reacting to the latest legal development.
एक याचिका जो कि मैंने लगाई थी आज से करीब मेरे पिताजी के इंसिडेंट में, जो कि 3 साल पहले हुआ था 28 जून 2022 को, उस केस का कोई निष्कर्ष नहीं निकला. ठीक है, आज तक वो केस वैसा का वैसा है. ठीक है, उस केस में 150 गवाह थे, 150 प्लस गवाह थे, उसमें शायद 15 या 16 की पेशियां भी नहीं हुई. ठीक है, और न उसमें फास्ट ट्रैक लगा. ऊपर से वो जो केस है वो सीबीआई को एडिशनल चार्ज दिया हुआ है एनआईए का. ठीक है, वहां चल रहा है, तो उसमें डे बाय डे हियरिंग भी नहीं होती, नहीं उसमें बराबर पेशी हो रही है. ठीक है, और वही 3 साल से किसी केस में अपराधियों को सजा नहीं मिली, वीडियो सबूत वगैरह सब कुछ होने के बावजूद.
So there are some questions that are being asked by the family members of Kanhaiya Lal. Kanhaiya Lal, a tailor from Udaipur, was brutally beheaded in broad daylight on the 28th of June in the year 2022. He was killed by 2 radicalized men who filmed the act, They posted it online and they claimed it was revenge for a social media post. The murder shocked the entire nation. It was condemned across communities. The NIA took over the case. It charged 11 people accused under the UAPA for a terror conspiracy that is linked to international groups. However, when it comes to the trial, there has been little progress. Even after 3 years, there have only been a handful of the 170 witnesses who have been examined, leading to some allegations of delayed justice and legal apathy by the, victim's family. But this is not the first time. Like, remember what happened with the Kashmir Files? It was a film on the plight of Kashmiri Pandits. The INDIA called it a propaganda film. Then come to the film called Kerala Story. It was a film on the radicalization truth of the ISIS. The INDIA opposed the broadcast on DD. Then come to Kangana Ranaut's film called Emergency, which was based on the emergency era. The Congress called for the arrest of Kangana Ranaut. Now, when it comes to Udaipur Files, this is a film on Kanhaiya Lal's murder. The Jamiyat went to the High Court to block the release. For now, there is a stay. My colleague Mohit is with us. The High Court has put the onus right now, Mohit, on the centre. So it has said that the centre should decide on the contents, but the arguments of Kapil Sibal is being picked up by the Bharatiya Janata Party to ask questions on why is there this kind of a squeamishness with regards to the truth. Can it be denied that Kanhaiya Lal was murdered in the way that he was? So why should there be a film that is being shown on it? Why should it be blocked? Where are the champions of free speech now? That's the question that many are asking.
Well, that is exactly the question that BJP is asking. Now, the BJP is saying that Kanhaiya Lal was victim of Islamic radicalization. He was beheaded in broad daylight. It was recorded on camera. Everything is there as a proof. So when all these things are coming out on celluloid, why these people, BJP says, are having issues? What exactly are they afraid of? Because we know for a fact that just for a WhatsApp post, Kanhaiya Lal was beheaded 3 years ago. We know for a fact that how his family is saying that the case is going on. They are not happy with the progress in the case. And if that particular incident is being portrayed on the big screen, then what exactly is the issue? That is the question that BJP is raising. Now, we know for a fact that how Jamiyat-e-Ulema Hind went to various high courts in the country, not just Delhi High Court, but they filed petition in various high courts against the movie. They basically say that this movie will increase the disharmony, will lead to disharmony among the communities, among the country, and the movie should be stopped. But the point over here is that movie is based on a real life incident.
Yes.
How a tailor from Rajasthan's Udaipur was beheaded by Islamic radicals just for a post, and then if that movie is coming out, then why exactly the champions of democracy, the so-called liberals, they are not coming out and they are not saying that this particular movie should be released.
Right.
So that is where the BJP is hitting out at the opposition, at various organizations, and also at Kapil Sibal, because Amit Malviya, the IT cell head of the BJP, says that Kapil Sibal was representing the side which wanted the stay on the movie. So clearly the BJP also says that if a movie is portraying what has happened and the radicalization in a religion,
no, and also
real
more
life
importantly, the fact that censor cleared the film. So now that there are super censors who are coming in, who are making contentions, there is a film body that has gone through the trailer, that has gone through the film, that has made necessary cuts. Yes, it was mentioned in the court as well. They have said that some controversial portions of the film, which in amounts about 55 cuts, have already taken place. So now the onus is on the centre. Mohit, tell us about what the centre is likely to do next, because many are saying that the centre in the past has in fact backed films, and they have gone ahead and they have said that, there can be, you can't be subjective, or you can't be, selective when it comes to freedom of speech.
Really, yes, ma'am, that is the contention over here, that you cannot be selected when it comes to freedom of speech and expression. You can say that one movie portrays, if it portrays the real life incident, and it portrays a particular people belonging to a particular religion who have committed a crime, and they are showing that on screen, you say that this is not to be shown. On the other hand, there are certain things that you want people to see, and you say that we want free speech and expression. So the yardstick has to be same. But when it comes to the CBFC, which is the Central Board of Film Certification, that have passed the movie, the director and the sides have also informed the court that they have made the necessary cuts. So there is not much what center can do. But the arguments are going on. We know for a fact the movie is on the stay. Then higher court can be approached. So we have to wait and watch what exactly will happen, because it's all in the legal process.
So while arguing for the Jamiat Ulema, it was Kapil Sibal who used the term cinematic vandalism and said this is not art, this is dangerous for the country. Thank you so much, Mohit, for breaking down the politics that's brewing around Udaipur Files. For now, there is a stay on the release of the film. The onus is now on the centre. With that, viewers, it's time for us to take a short break.